right, guys, welcome to another edition of Inside the Hatches, presented by Phenom. I'm Jerome Jones, and I'm here with a very, very special guest, Bryce Brown. Bryce, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's good, man. Bryce is a wide receiver 2025 class. Right now, he is playing mainly receiver, but he plays a little DB as well out there in Union Grove. How's everything going as far as your recruitment, man? And I've seen you on a lot of camps, putting your face out there. I've seen you at the I actually met you at the Rock King, Rock King Friday Night Lights. Tell us a little about how the camps are going and how the recruitment been since the Friday Night Lights.
Right now, it's going a little dry, but it's picking up though. I've been to a lot of camps. I've been to about 15 camps since the Rock King. I got a lot of interest, coaches giving me their phone number and stuff like that. Usually, right now, I'll say like the coaches are probably they're kind of iffy because like my size and stuff like that. But at the camps and stuff, I'm creating separation. I'm winning my reps and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna keep on working and see how it goes.
100%, man. I love that answer, man. So let's go back a little bit and then we get back into the high school stuff. But like, what got you into playing football, man? When did you start? When did you realize, this is the game that you love?
Shoot, my dad got me into football. I started playing football when I was about 4 years old. I was playing flag, and then I went to tackle. And ever since then, I never stopped playing football. I just love the game.
Awesome. Was there a family member that got you into it, or was it just you watching on TV that got you hey, this is something I want to do?
Yeah, my dad was my Little League's coach, so he was really on my butt and stuff like that about doing good and stuff like that.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, what started the passion? What started the love of it?
Shoot, I would say probably when I used to play at North Henry, I was the quarterback, so I was scoring touchdowns and stuff like that. So it felt good after scoring touchdowns. Everybody congratulated you. So that just been my motive.
Definitely. Now, you just said you play quarterback. You transitioned to wide receiver and DB. What is it about those two positions that you like? And what is it, maybe playing quarterback helped you at the position?
So quarterback, I actually liked quarterback when I was playing Little League. And then I transitioned to wide receiver. But the thing about quarterback is you have control of the whole offense. And it really helped me as right now because my football IQ. So I'm really high about that. And then wide receiver, I'll say I just like because you can score as many touchdowns as you want. And, just like the hype and stuff like that.
100%. Now, I've seen you play, man. I see you're very meticulous in your route running, like you say, getting off the first step. What got you to that point where you're so good at your route running and being able to get in and out of the set so fast?
So it's actually a funny story. When I was at wide receiver my freshman year, I was at 7-on-7, and this dude that came up to me and he jammed me off the line. And ever since that, I was like, nah, I can't get jammed off the line. I can't get locked up and stuff like that. So I've been going to training a lot, even after school, after practice, on the weekends, and then I've been trying to perfect my craft and stuff like that.
Awesome, man. Who been helping you prepare and training up?
I got multiple. Coach Hogg, that's who I've been with a lot. Route King, I've been going to his trainings, and those two are probably the main ones.
Awesome, man. Now, you mentioned Rock King, and you went to the Rock Kings Friday Night Lights. What are some of the things that you took away from being at that camp, and some of the things that he taught you, along the way to where you're at now?
I'll say you gotta be hungry because at the Friday Night Light camps, there was everybody trying to get their reps and stuff like that. So you gotta be hungry. You gotta be cutting in line and stuff like that. So you can't be getting babied around. You got to get your reps and get seen.
100%. Now, let's get back into high school now, man. You're going into your senior year now, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about Union Grove. I don't think Union Grove is really a school that everybody would kind of talk about in Georgia with all the big name schools and things like that. That's a little about Union Grove and how you plan to help them with the success of that school.
So, with Union Grove, I've been going there since my freshman year. Cause my friends, I grew up with my friends who play at North Henry and some of them, so they all went to the same school as me. So I really grew up in this area, and I'll say my freshman year was like the best team that we had. We went 7-3. We made it to the playoffs. We was like Fox 5 team. I think that week, something like that. And then I would say like my sophomore year, I had got injured, so I really missed my whole season. So I was really down about that. My junior season, after my injury, I kind of took it personal. So I tried to like keep on working, and I tried to make the plays. And then right now going to my senior year, it's like very important. So, right now I'm keeping on working. I'm trying to make plays as I can.
Definitely. Now we're in the era of the high school round where there's a lot of transferring to different schools and stuff like that. What is it about staying loyal to a school? Do you feel like it's so important to yourself?
See, with me, like I'll say like I would like to face adversity because I know a lot of people are transferring, just going like in and out a week and stuff like that. But I've been with my boys for so long, and training with them and practicing with them, I think that we can have a good year good season this year. So I like to stay loyal with them and personal, and I'll say like I'm the number one wide receiver right now at the team. So I can't just like let my team down and just transfer away. So that's what I feel.
100%. I love that answer from you. It's not a lot of kids talking about staying for a school. Right now, everybody's trying to team up with school and do that thing. So that shows your loyalty to your teammates, your coaches, and your school for sure.
Yeah.
What is some of the things that you want to achieve this year? Being at Union Grove, personally or team wise?
Well, I'm trying to break the receiving yards record and touchdowns. I don't think that has been broken in like a long time. In my first 2 to 3 games, I'm trying to get my offers because a lot of these coaches telling me they like to see my first like 2 games, something like that. So I'm trying to pop off these first 3 games so I can get my offers, and then after that, I'm trying to make it to the playoffs and hopefully like take my team as far as I can.
100%. Yeah. What is you talked about you. We already talked about your route running. We already talked about you saying that a lot of people are doubting you from your side. But for people that don't know who you are as a player, can you kind of describe this type of playing style you are for them?
I would say like I'm kind of your third down reliable type of receiver. The receivers who third and long, or you don't really see them on the field, but they make big plays. Because of my size, a lot of people would doubt me, saying like, oh, he's not that good. But when I go to these camps and stuff, I like to show out, and then everybody like, oh wow, like this guy can run routes and stuff like that. So it feels good to like prove them wrong.
100%. Now, is there maybe a high school, college, or pro football player that you kind of model your game after, or you think your game replicates?
I would say Tank Dell. I'm looking at his like college stats and stuff. He was only like 5'9", 155, something like that's around my size. So and he's quick. So I'm saying if he made it to the NFL with that size, then I can too. So I've been watching his his highlights at school and sometimes when I'm at home, and it's just like fascinating. So I think I can be like him.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I can see that, actually. Tank Dell was one of the guys that we got to interview at the Senior Bowl. Really cool guy. Very short and small, but, coming off of a year of, I think it was 27 touchdowns with Houston. I can see you doing that, man. I can definitely see you doing that. Yes, so, let's get to you as a person. What are some of the things that you like? Maybe some hidden talent that you have, or a hobby that most people don't know. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Sure. I'm kind of like a chill guy. I don't really like going out partying or like going out so much, but I like to cook. Sometimes I'd be in the kitchen cooking. And I did play the piano, but I haven't played the piano in like a long time. But I started playing the piano when I was very young. And then when I got my injury my sophomore year, I had like so much time to spare. So I just went back. So it was kind of like peaceful and relaxed. But then, yeah, I haven't touched my piano though. And I'll say like a few months though.
Nice. Playing piano is not easy, man. I tried it before. I thought I was gonna get right into it, and it was just hard. A lot of the keys sound alike if you're not used to it. So, I think that was pretty cool. You talk about you being a cook. What was your favorite dish that you usually make?
Shoot, I mean, I would say probably like stir fry, or I can cook some spaghetti, or probably like saute some like salmon, something like that.
Okay. See, you got some skills with it. Okay, awesome, man. So, do you play any video games or anything like that? You know, the new LA coming out. You gonna be playing that?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying. I did have a PS4, but then I switched to PC, so I was playing like some PC games. But I'm trying to get my PS5 back so I can download the new college football.
Nice. Now, if you had to choose a team, it don't have to necessarily be your favorite team, but you can tell me your favorite, one of your favorite college teams if you want to. What team would you play? And if there is a player that you would like to play with, who would that be?
I would most definitely say Clemson. I love Clemson. I've been going to the camp since I was like, I don't know, about 8 years old. I just have a good reputation with them, and I like their atmosphere and stuff like that. Player-wise in college, that's kind of hard. I mean, there's so much good players, but I haven't really thought about a single player though.
Nice. Now, if you were to choose a college, what would be some of the prerequisites that you would like to, see or have when you're doing your recruitment? Teams are recruiting you. What are some of the things that like main elements that you're like looking for when you do finally choose that school and commit?
First, I'm looking at like their roster, because I don't want to commit to school and they already have about 15 receivers, and I'll say probably, yeah, my playing time, I'll say that like when I would touch the field, and the graduation too. I'm kind of like a Bucks guy, so if I see football players graduate and stuff like that, then I'll most definitely pursue that school. Nice,
awesome, man. That's good. That's good to look at. You, I'm guessing you follow like the NFL draft and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. What is some of your favorite players, like favorite draft moments that you've seen in the last couple of years?
Shoot, there was a lot of funny moments that I've seen. I'll probably say, dang. Actually, I can't really think of one right now. I gotta ask my dad, but I do remember some. I'm trying to think of it.
Are you a Falcons fan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you thought about the Michael Penix signing, man? I mean, that was crazy. It was the talk of the draft. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Man, I mean, it was kind of like, I was kind of shocked because we just signed Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
So I was like, why we need another quarterback? But I mean, I'm not the Falcons GM, so I can't make the decision.
100%. I think more upset that, like you say, they got Kirk Cousins and he was drafted so high. But I do think he's going to be a good quarterback for you guys, and it's just a matter of when, because we got Kirk Cousins there too, and he getting a lot of money. So we'll definitely see. Let's talk about your coaches and your teammates, man. I like to ask these little fun questions at the end, just to see, talk about your teammates and get a little shout out. So let's talk about your coaches, man. If there's a coach on your team that is more of the like players coach, the fun guy, always making practice fun, who was that one coach for you guys?
I go with my man, Coach T, man. He was coaching linebackers, but then he switched to receivers. But he has a good reputation, like good friendship with all the players. I mean, he's funny, and I don't want to say he's young, but he's kind of like an old head, but he's still like funny and stuff. So he like gets some of our players.
Definitely, he's gonna get you for calling him old head, by the way. So who's that one coach? Everybody has that one coach that's like always stern, getting on you, but loving at the same time. Who's that one coach for you guys?
I would probably say our head coach, Coach Harris, man. Like sometimes he can be good, like funny and like, but like when it comes to serious stuff, you know, he'll really get on your butt and like yell at you. At practice, you messed up, you know, he'll make sure everybody on the field knows that you messed up.
Can I get a coach impression?
Man, shoot. Man, no, I can't. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, it's good. It's good. I just wanted to see you would have one. Yeah, I just want to say. So let's talk about your teammates now. Same deal. Goofy player on the field. You know, make the fun times on the field. Maybe always crack the jokes while you're on the field. Who's that guy?
Well, we had a couple, but I'll probably say my friend Derek. He plays wide receiver, DB. My friend Speedy, Percy. There's some linemen too. Oh, my friend Farami. You know, they kind of like outgoing type of players, so it's good to have them around.
Definitely. All right, now obviously the guy that's on the field that's always, you know, stern, serious, you know, ready for action. Who's that guy?
I'll say probably my friend Aiden, man. Like, we call him an old head, but because he acts like he's an unk, man. But, you know, every time we go on the field, he's always, like, locked in. And, like, he be making some old head jokes. It's not funny. But he's always serious and stuff like that. Like, even, like, we can be in the locker room just chilling, man. He's always locked in.
Definitely. Well, where do you fit yourself in those two categories? You think you're more on the fun side, or you think you're more on the serious side when it comes to football?
I would say probably like the more serious because, you know, I'm trying to get my offers, like, but like sometimes, you know, I'll be funny and like play around and stuff like that. But when it comes, like when we step on that field, you know, I'll be serious.
Definitely. Is there any body, it could be yourself too, that has maybe a strange or weird pregame ritual that you've seen? You're just like, dude, that's weird. Who's that person? Or tell me.
I would probably say one of my linemen, Tyson, man. Like he always comes in, you know, he got like his country boots on and like his pit vipers and stuff like that. And after he eats, man, he just goes in the weight room and like no headphones, no nothing. Like he just be sitting up, just like staring into space. Like I've never seen that before.
That's interesting. Do you have a pregame ritual? Maybe you listen to music, go on the field real quick, things like that?
Yeah, after I get tape and stuff, I'll go in the weight room, relax. I get my headphones on. Sometimes, like, I don't really be listening to, like, rap, though, before my pregame. I kind of listen to, like, chill type of, or, like, motivational type of stuff like that. And then I'll pray, and we go out there and warm up. And then before the game starts, I'll pray again.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, Bryce, man, before we get off, two things real quick. One is, what are some of the future things that you're doing to kind of help yourself for the season? You got, you know, right now we're in a dead period. I'm sure there's things that you're doing right now. Then we got like about a month before, you know, season starts. What's some of the next steps for you before season starts for you?
I'll say I'm trying to get my weight up right now. I've been drinking a lot of protein shakes. I've been in that weight room. So before the season starts, I'm trying to hit 160. Or maybe like 165 during the season. So all these coaches can be like, oh, he's not so small anymore. But yeah, I need to get my weight up though. And not just weight, I still got to be like fast and agile. So I'm trying to get in that weight room too.
Definitely, man, definitely. And before, last thing, any shout outs, what, you know, for coaches, family, friends, anything you want to, anybody want to shout out before we get off?
You know, shout out my dad, man. My dad, he's been on my butt ever since the recruiting. I'm talking about, he's asked me, you want to go to these camps? You want to go? He's been signing me up for camps. He's been trying to get on my butt for like training and get in the weight room and stuff like that. And I say my head coach, Coach Harris, ever since he came, you know, he's been like on our team basically. Like, he's been getting colleges in with me too. Like he's been contacting a lot of coaches for me too. And I got some of my DBs, my man Speedy, man. He's really underrated, man. Y'all gotta watch his film. You know, like he's been clamping up people. He's just, I mean, I'll say he's small, but like he's that DB, you know. And my other DB, Percy, man. Both of them, I'm talking about lockdown corners. Like if you see them in the camps, they locking down. They just not getting the, you know, the eyes that they want though. But shout out those two people.
Definitely, man. Send me their information. Maybe we can get them on for our podcast. interview them as well, man, for sure.
Yes,
But
sir.
Bryce, thank you so much for getting on with us, man. It was a good experience talking to you one on one, get to know who you are and how you go through your daily life as a football player. So we appreciate you getting on, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.